In this section, we will be looking at using a scientific electronic calculator to determine numerical results. So hopefully you have the same calculator as me. If you don't have the same calculator, I will give you a different method, but this is the most common type of calculator now used. I would say it's like the newest one by Casio. And if you don't have it, I would recommend maybe purchasing it for your GCSE exam. So these are the types of questions you will get on your IGCSE paper. Use a calculator to work out the following calculation. Write down all the figures on your calculator display. You must give your answer as a decimal. Okay, so I'm going to literally show you how to type that into your calculator. So this is the calculator I was referring to, the Casio Class Whiz. You need to find your fraction button, which is next to the X. Now, the question was 38.5 times 14.2, which you just type in. You have 4 arrows by the OK. You need to press the down arrow to get into the denominator of the fraction, and then type in 18.4 minus 5.9. Press the EXE button, and then you need to format into a decimal, which you do by pressing format, scroll down, decimal, OK. And then we just put in the answer, which I will show you now. So the answer is 43.763. And we have written all the figures on the calculator display. Okay, the next one, work out square root of 20.4 divided by 6.2 times 0.48. Let me show you this one on the calculator. Again, let's use the fraction button. Square root button is like a tick, it just looks like that. It is actually next to, it's on the right of the fraction button. 20.4, denominator, again scroll down with the arrows, 6.2 times 0.48. And we have the answer 1.5176868. Again, it wants all the figures on the calculator display. So for these two questions, maybe have a go, put me on pause and unpause when you're finished. Okay, I've started typing this first one in. Squared button, so you've got like a little rectangle with a 2. That is the squared button, or power 2. And then scroll down to the denominator, 3.89 minus square root 5.75. Answer 1.40910278. This next one is slightly set out slightly differently. So you've got your fraction 5/8. Now you have to use your arrow buttons and scroll to the right here to get out of your fraction. Add. Now we've got the cube root of 348. How do we actually get that onto our calculator? The cube root is kind of like to the left of the square root, sort of in a different colour. You've got a box, that tick, and another box. If I press it, you can match it to the right button. So you need to press shift first, the square root button. Can you see that button there on your calculator? You need a 3 here. Use your arrows to move over, and you've got 340 under your cube root. And then your answer, which is 7.604532047.